My name is Jenny. Today I bring you my library book haul for May. There are 6 books in total in this stack of books that I will be discussing. I will talk about the books in the order that they are due back at the library over the next few weeks. The first book I have from the library is the Everyman Library bind up of Raven Chandler's first 3 novels. In the bind-up there is The Big Sleep, Farewell My Lovely, and The High Window. They all star private detective Philip Marlowe in the 1930s Los Angeles. I mentioned this book in my recent currently reading video. I read The Big Sleep last year in August or September in anticipation of a theater adaptation of The Big Sleep, which is a classic film noir novel. Now I'm on to the second novel, Farewell My Lovely, which is about the gambling circuit and 3 potentially deadly women. The next book I will discuss is Fortune Smiles, a collection of short stories by Adam Johnson. I have Johnson's novel The Orphan Master's Son about North Korea from a used book sale, but I also checked out Fortune Smiles from the library, which is what I will begin with from Adam Johnson. It has 6 short stories about love, technology, and politics. The third book I will discuss briefly is Time's Magpie, A Walk in Prague by Mila Goldberg. Time's Magpie is a non-fiction book about the author's time spent living in Prague. In 1993, the Czech Republic was just beginning to westernize. 10 years later, in 2003, Goldberg returns to see how capitalism has changed the city. The fourth book in this video is The Gift of Rain by Malaysian author Tan Tuan Ong. The Gift of Rain takes place over many decades, from the final days of the last Chinese imperial dynasty to the end of the English Empire. In 1939, 16-year-old Philip Hutton is half Chinese and half English. From one of Malaysia's great trading families, he feels alienated from both Chinese and British communities. The fifth book in this video is The Berlin Boxing Club by Robert Chernow. The Berlin Boxing Club follows 14-year-old Carl Stern. He never considered himself as Jewish, even though he is bullied in school during Nazi-era Berlin. Max Schmeling, a champion boxer and German hero, makes a deal with Carl's father to give him boxing lessons. The book is classified as a YA novel and is the second book this year that I have started reading that features boxing. The other book I started reading is Shadowbox by Antonia Log. It features letters being sent back and forth between writer Mina Loy and Jack Johnson, the first black heavyweight champion in boxing back in 1909, I think, or 08. Finally, the 6th book in my May Library book haul is Frontier City, Toronto on the Verge of Greatness by Sean McAuliffe. I am still in the middle of reading the essay collection Subdivided about diverse cultural communities and urban affairs in Toronto. Frontier City is the second book I will read about Toronto. It is a nonfiction book that grew out of Micallef's reporting on the 2014 civic elections that looks into issues of poverty, violence, racism, and drugs. The author is a newspaper columnist and university professor. So that's all the books I have to talk to you about in my May library book haul. Talk to you again another time. Bye!